Hi, I'm Donna from donnaonthebeach.com and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Donna, where I answer your questions about making your dreams a reality. This week's question is from Jessica, and I love this question, Jessica. I've had goals for years, but listening to you talk about what's my big dream, I've realised that my goals are not my big dream. What happened? And how do I change these goals into my big dream? I've been working on some of these goals for years, and now I feel like I've wasted all that time working towards something I don't even want. Well, first things first, Jessica, congratulations on finding out. I know it feels like when you've been working towards something and then you think, oh, actually, I don't want this. I know that feels kind of disappointing, but actually it's a great thing that you found out now rather than in another 5 years' time. So congratulations on figuring that out. You asked what happened. Well, this is quite common because sometimes our goals are based on what we think we should be doing, what our family thinks we should be doing, what our friends are doing, and what we feel is possible for us. And I say feel, I mean think, what we think is possible for us, because our feelings are way more expansive than our mind. And what happens when you don't really think about, well, what's important to me, is that you just kind of set goals by default. And when you actually go into your heart and go, what do I really want? And this isn't it. It can come as a bit of a shock. So I'd like to say to you, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't panic. Don't stop working towards your goals immediately. You could pause working on your goals for a little while, just while you figure out what it is you actually want. Because you might find that with a little bit of tweaking, the goals that you've been working on can actually be kind of your big dream. And even if they're not, don't worry about it. No experience is ever wasted. I spent years working for a company, and about every 6 months or so I'd say, I'm leaving, that's it, I'm looking for another job, I can't bear it anymore. And they would offer me another job to keep me at the company, and I'd work there, or they'd offer me a pay rise and bribe me into staying. But I basically worked in about 7 different roles, maybe 8, within a period of about 7 years. And at the time, I felt like I just wasted my time there. There was nothing that I wanted to do, and nothing that I thought was good, and nothing that I liked. And I really just thought, what a total waste of my time. But actually, when I started to run my own business, all of that experience in accounts and in IT and in all the various roles that I did was really useful to me. Running the back office side of my business has been easy for me because I've done it all for years. I've got all the experience in it. And I firmly believe that every job that you have, every experience that you have, builds you and molds you into the person who you are today. So whatever goals you've been following, whatever goals you've achieved, have all made you into who you are today, and that's a good thing. And you may find that something that you did 10 years ago that seemed like a total waste of your time all of a sudden becomes a really useful thing. And I remember saying, for years, I did a degree in economics, and for years I used to say, and it's been no use to me whatever. But actually, it has been a lot of use to me. A lot of the research skills that I gained then, a lot of the writing skills that I gained then, a lot of the analytical skills that I gained then have been useful. It's not always obvious how something that you've done is going to help you in the future, but trust that it will, and trust that everything that you've done to date is a brilliant thing. Now, you next asked, how do I change these goals to find my big dream? Well, as I say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Hold on just a second and just check in with yourself. What is your big dream? And answer that question. What is your big dream? And I usually set an exercise for this, which is to set a timer. You can find one for free on the internet, or if there's not one on your phone or on your computer already, set a timer for about 10 minutes and just answer the question, what is my big dream? And then see what comes up and see whether there is any connection with the goals that you've got, or whether it is time to say, okay, I've been following a path I don't want to follow anymore. And if that's the case, it takes a lot of courage to change from a very linear path of goals that you've been after for years to something more heart-centered. It does take time to do that. But if you listen to your heart and your soul instead of your brain, what's my big dream? What's my big dream? What's my big dream? And I find even putting it in those terms, big dream is a bit woo-woo for the brain. Goals is a bit mind-centered for the heart and the soul. Goals tend to come from the mind, but big dream tends to come from in here somewhere, from your heart or from your soul, and just start to see exactly what it is that's going on. And of course, if you need help with making that transition, work with a coach. That's what we do. We help people to do that, or talk to some friends, or just cogitate about it for a while and let it bubble around and see how you really feel about everything. And you may find you don't need to stop following the goals that you've already got, that you just add something else into the mix, something fun into the mix. And you may find that it means throwing it all off and going around the world with a backpack for 12 months or something. Who knows? But whatever happens, it will be an exciting adventure. And for all of you watching, I want you to see that as the case, that your big dream, following your big dream, is an exciting adventure. It's not a scary thing, it's not a horrible thing, it's fun. It's a fun thing to follow your big dream. So that's today's. I hope that helps, Jessica, and let us know what you find out about your big dreams and what you're going to do, because that'll be delicious, exciting times. If you have a question about making your big dream a reality, please let me know, and I might answer it in a future episode of Ask Donna. You can either leave me a comment here, you can come over to my website, donnaonthebeach.com, pop over and see me on Facebook, facebook.com/donnaonthebeach, or find me on Twitter, twitter.com/donnaonthebeach. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.